This is Moonstalker of That Place for Walkthroughs. We had another crash, and so I brought us back up to speed. This is Shannon, Cousland of Dragon Age Origins.
Blood and damnation.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden.
Can't hear what you're saying, pal.
But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Let's see. Which one?
That's why peasants shouldn't fight nobles.
And I'm off. All right.
Have to remember to save often in this game. Otherwise you get crashes. And then you gotta go way back.
Yes.
Let's send out some gifts.
I could get used to this, you know.
A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Shiny gold ring.
Interesting.
Gem bracelet.
Interesting. 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 A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Warm.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Warm. Still nice paintings.
I am impressed. My thanks.
I have a thought.
Just the one.
Ah, such wit. Truly, you and Mother should form a troupe of jesters and tour the countryside. We have an opportunity that I believe we should take advantage of. To the point. My mother was once divested of a particular grimoire by a most annoying Templar hunter. It occurred long before I was born, but even today, Flemeth speaks of the loss with great rage. With the circle of magi in such disarray, it occurs to me that this might be the perfect time to recover the tome from their possession, for surely it eventually ended up in their hands.
And what's in it for me?
My eternal gratitude? At the very least, it shall enable me to help you more. Or were you perhaps looking for some other reward?
My tent does get rather cold at night.
Then something will have to be done about that sometime.
Very well. If we go back to the tower, I'll look for it.
Good. I am most interested to see its contents, should it be located. The grimoire is leather-bound and adorned with the symbol of a leafless tree, should you come across it. If not, however, then I shall simply put it out of my mind. Yes?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely.
Humor me.
Oh, it's humor you desire. I didn't realize comedy had anything to do with this.
Only if we do it wrong.
How true. Let us do it right, then. Yes?
So, life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
And that seemed normal to you.
What did I have to compare it with? In time, I began to wonder, of course. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
I can't imagine your mother was pleased.
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
I have a hard time picturing you heartbroken.
That is because I learned my lesson well. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality. Yes?
Never mind.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure.
Let's see what gifts you have I can purchase. Oh. Take these. Something is not a cheat. This isn't Lilith, after all. He's not a succubus.
Enchantment?
I want some enchanting then.
Enchantment!
Here you go, Alistair. New sword. Oh, not good enough to use that. Alright, this junk can be sold.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure.
Put these away for later.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
What's this? Ah, spiders.
Warden. As you wish.
Was there any doubt? Down you go!
Be merciful. Let's make this quick. You thought I had.
Huh.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I'm a Grey Warden. I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Do many people go about pretending to be Grey Wardens?
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Shannon, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Very well. I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
I would barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
You think so, huh? Let's see. Very good, Lillian.
More forests. And here I thought I had left the wilds behind for good.
Might be a nice pelt in it for us. going. Yes.
Rusty's Grace.
What now?
Aw, don't be that way, Alistair. How rude.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Daily send a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Die, beast.
Come, brothers and sisters! Swift Runner calls you to battle! Drive this invader from our midst!
And I'm off.
Enough! The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
Bugger off, punk.
No, this should be fun.
Hurry.
There's no hurry.
Here I am.
Splendid, boy.
All right.
Now let's see. Level up. Coup de grace.
Are you joking? Surely you're joking. Oh, look! And I'm off.
Bad news, the ogre's dead.
Look, it wants to fight.
Who comes?
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here? But, we were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart, attacked.
Take the hunter back to the Dalish camp.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Or perhaps his own gods were watching out for him.
And perhaps they just know the Maker by another name.
Believe what you wish. It seems to me that they should be thanking the Grey Warden more than some absent god.
Yeah.
But who am I to judge?
Ma Sirenas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Pretty eyes. Well, safely back in their camp.
Yes?
I'd like to discuss something.
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. And you wish to do this in front of an audience, do you?
Oh, go on, you two.
Ooh, you hear that? It seems we have approval.
What do you wish?
I found some iron bark for you.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed iron bark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow, or perhaps a breastplate?
The breastplate sounds good.
Manuvinin, I will craft it myself. Watch if you prefer, it will not take long. And I've reformed the wood to my will. A Dalish breastplate for you. May it serve you well.
Let's see.
Dagon is alive. We had thought all the hunters in the forest had died. How wonderful to see that is not so.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
From a lovely lady such as yourself, I understand.
Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
And to you.
So what's the deal with you and him anyway? Dare I ask?
Him? Him who? Is this supposed to mean something to me?
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Mr. Let's Make Kissy Faces over there.
My. You are jealous, aren't you? Did I take your favorite Grey Warden away from you?
What? I'm not jealous. I'm horrified.
Those blushing cheeks of yours tell a different tale.
These blushing cheeks are terrified that you'll suck all the blood out of them once you're finished with him.
If I feel the need to suck on anything of yours, Alistair, you'll be the first to know.
That was so not what I meant.
Perhaps we should go and tell him together about your touching concerns. Perhaps he'll pay more attention to you if you ask nicely.
Uh-huh. I think we're done here.
Done before you started, in fact.
Morgan, you killed me. Alright. So we need to go to dinner. Why? Yeah, let's go to camp first.
Interesting. A fine gift. You have my thanks. Is cold in my tent all alone.
Well, we can't have that.
So you shall come to my tent? But whatever shall we do in that tiny little space together while we wait for it to warm?
I'm sure I'll think of something.
Good. Then let us waste no more time with foolish talk. I see the stories they tell of Grey Warden endurance are not exaggerated.
Do you really need to talk?
Oh, finished with me now, are you? Well, you do not get away so easily as that. I will have my way with you until I am satisfied, out of a sense of fairness, if nothing else.
You have a sense of fairness? Really?
Not really. More of a sense of perversity, truth be told.
Oh.
Simply know that I have no designs on your independence. I wish only to do what I desire, and if that coincides with what you desire, then so be it. And should you decide not to continue our misadventure, then so be it. Very simple, is it not?
Gee, thanks for spelling it out for me.
I do like to keep it simple. Just for you, of course. Come then, let us be off before the others begin to stare.
And I'm off.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
As there is but one world, one life, one
Going.
death, there is but one God. And He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Yes.
Allow me. I could do that for you. As you like.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Let me see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
Not a lot. Well... Later.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denerim in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cousland. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Satisfaction?
An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Very well. If you insist on dying, you'll get your duel.
Make peace with the Maker, sir. These are your last moments.
Hey, the wonders of Venus. Arleman once bought me a miniature Gollum doll here. When I was young. Really young.
Alistair, I'm getting ready for a duel. Shut the hell up.
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you.
I'm ready. Let's fight one-on-one.
May the Divine look after you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
Going.
That's right, bitch. That's what you get.
You fought with honor. The Landry couldn't...
Going.
Sir Landry is a putz.
The vow for a nobler death.
All right.
Huh. Book.
Yes.
Book.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items
Browser's
crafted.
words. We got a storm coming up here. We need to get done with this before it crashes the computer through a power outage. Huh.
Yes? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
My name is Wayland. I'm the assistant of the scholar Brother Genetivi. This is his house.
Who's he?
He's an eminent scholar and researcher who serves the Great Chantry. When you first came in, I was hoping that you had news of Brother Genetivi. Wishful thinking, it seems.
What do you mean?
I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. Genetivi was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I fear he has gotten too close to the truth.
What do you think you discovered?
I don't know. He was very excited when he left and said he would be back with all the answers. Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help, but some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi, and they too have disappeared.
I'll succeed where they failed and get him back.
Now don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is a curse on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
I'm willing to risk it.
So be it. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Calenhard, investigating something in that area.
What was he investigating?
I don't know. All I discovered from going through his research was that he was staying at the inn.
Cunning. But you just said he spoke to you and told you that.
Yes, of course he told me, but I also went through his things to see if I could find other clues to his whereabouts.
Intimidate. You sound nervous. What are you hiding?
I know it sounds suspicious, but I swear I'm not lying. It's been a very difficult time for me, and sometimes I don't know what to think or feel. I want Genitivi to be rescued, but I don't want more people to be hurt. You understand, don't you?
Yes, of course.
Follow in Genitivi's footsteps if you must, but be careful.
Very well.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there.
Sorry, I'll just leave.
Yes. Nothing interesting there anyway.
Come on back. I don't know why you followed me when I told you to stay put.
Time for more practice.
Butts.
All right.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
So it's just a dream. Why say it's a vision?
I have had dreams. This was different somehow. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Did you hear voices?
No, not voices. It's not so simple. He spoke directly to my soul, in a language no human tongue can express. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Black devours everything?
The Chantry says the Maker has left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe whatever feels right to you, Liliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue. Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated, and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais, and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
Why did she leave Ferelden, then?
She had served Cecily, the Lady Cecily, for many years, and was loyal to her. Cecily was a good person. She was always kind to me. Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
You were young. It's understandable.
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
But of course.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val-Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val-Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
It sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sorts of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes... Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
Oh, I love shoes.
When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
That sounds lovely.
I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk, with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky, fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
I know, right? So ugly and shapeless.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. And you wish to do this in front of an audience, do you?
Oh, go on, you two.
Ooh,
See?
you hear that? It seems we have approval.
Maker's blessings upon you,
All right.
Warden. The captain sends his regards.
Almost 4 sovereigns for a few, 30 flasks of the lesser human potions.
What can I get you, stranger?
Let me see what you have.
Right, I'll show you around.
What?
What's your problem, Alistair?
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help?
What can I get you, stranger?
I finished a favor.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from
All right.
Orthamar.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't. Yes?
Will someone handle this for me?
I'm sorry, but your husband has fallen in battle. You have my condolences.
Why? What did he do to deserve this?
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yes.
him out quickly.
Kill him.
Yes.
Let's go get him, troops.
Tis your time. Run while you
I think we work well together.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yes?
I hope you like heroes, my lady. Because your husband died like one.
Yeah.
What? This is terrible.
But he's a hero.
My beloved.
Going.
I see.
Kill Roz. Get him.
So be it.
Parts is parts. That went rather well. That's it. There's our mark.
Huh. All right. all right.
Tell me. I shall do it.
33. Probably the best armor class of the group.
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down. Boss says kill him!
Yeah. Kill him. Huh.
Going.
So freedom. So right.
Yes. Here.
What business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
I'm here for the Blackstone regulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I hear you stole supplies.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Good stinking. Long trip, no trouble. Good.
As there is but one world, one life. As there is but one world, one life.
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
Yeah.
The false gods.
Well, no mention of dessert. Surely this is a miracle.
Well, this is Moonstalker at that place for walkthroughs. With Shannon Cousland, the Dragon Age Origins. Catch you on the flip side.